Hello friends, this is Don, and I am the Appalachian Rambler. Today we are in Johnson City, Tennessee. We are in a section of Johnson City previously known as Boones Creek, still known as Boones Creek, but Boones Creek is disappearing into the city of Johnson City. Today we are going to be taking a look at the marker that designates William Bean's cabin site in Boones Creek. Here is the marker that commemorates this. It's on the corner of Highway 36 and Pickens Bridge Road. It's located right in front of Zach's Furniture. It says about 1.5 miles to the east on a knoll beside Boones Creek, a monument marks the spot near where William Bean, first permanent white settler in Tennessee, built his cabin in 1769. The site was previously used by Daniel Boone as a hunting cabin. Russell Bean, first child of permanent settlers, was born here. So we're going to back up and see if we can go down this road. I wanted to show you the way to get down here, but driving it's just difficult to describe. And also I shot a picture of that monument from inside the car because it is incredibly busy on that corner. Amazing to think that when William Bean came through here with Daniel Boone and he built his cabin, that there may have not been another white man within 5 miles. And now it's become a very crowded place. This is Pickens Bridge Road, and we're headed down toward the monument for William Bean's cabin. But also there's something down here that's a little less spoken of, and it's William Bean's fort, and it is still standing, believe it or not. It is in the little community of Flowerville. A lot of people don't even realize Flowerville ever existed, even people that live in the Boones Creek area. At one time, Flowerville was a thriving little center. They even had a post office here, a general store. There was a flour mill here. But since the time, all that has fallen into disrepair. Okay. We're coming up on William Bean's Fort. William Bean's Fort is on private property, and the gentleman who owns this is extremely protective of anyone looking at this fort. As a matter of fact, I think this fort really needs to be in a public domain, but that's not my call. We will turn right here. This is a corner off Lester Road. Ahead we see, yes, that is William Bean's Fort. Since his time, it has been covered in clapboard. It's starting to deteriorate once more, but if we go around the sides of it, we can see, you can see right through there, you can see rock, you can see a stone wall right there that was part of the original fort. You can look through, you can see inside, see the logs. Of course, there's a wall that's been built sometime, who knows, 40, 50 years ago to shore things up. It's really amazing. There's the cabin. This was his small fort built to guard against Indian raids. Over here is a creek, which I'm sure was diverted back then, or even went that direction. That was his source of water. I've even read that the Indians attempted to poison the water, so they poisoned the Bean family as they hid in their fort. But this to me is probably one of the most precious parts of early Tennessee settler history, and it's just a real shame it's not being better preserved. But that's not my call. This is part of a old general store here. Right back behind us we can see a mill. I'll get into that later on in another video. Now we'll go up here. I spent a lot of time looking for this William Bean cabin marker or monument. We're going to turn here on Cabindale Road. I asked a lot of people around here that I felt that would know where it was, and nobody could tell me. And I don't remember exactly how I ended up finding it, but after a long period of time, I finally discovered where the marker was. Marker's not easy to get to. Could be easy if you know where to go, but otherwise it's not really very easy. We're going to be pulling into a place here called Sonny's Marina. Long time marina for Boone Lake. I also have a place down here for some nighttime entertainment, live bands. You get a little bit to eat, a little bit to drink. That's a popular location. Okay, I got permission from the folks here at Sonny's Marina to park my vehicle here so I can take a walk over the Bean Monument. Now this is going to be a little bit of an adventure. I've come in the other direction to get to the Bean Monument, but I think it's a lot longer walk. We'll go down through here and see if I can't keep from killing myself here. Well, it says no trespassing here, but yeah, we'll try to not trespass anymore. We'll have to. Well, if this is my last video, you'll know why, because I've fallen and killed myself on these rocks. Oh, okay. Now we're down here in the old lake bed. Give a little background on this Boone Lake. TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority, discovered the Boone Lake Dam had a leak in the bottom of it. I believe it was about 8 years ago. And they decided that they need to do some extensive repairs on the dam. It would take approximately 5 to 6 years. So they had to draw the water down in this lake to winter levels and keep it there year round. So for I think about 5 years, this lake was down at its winter levels, and very little recreation occurred here. Matter of fact, this marina itself was closed for several years. I think there's even a couple marinas on this lake that went out of business because the recreation just was not here. But now, thankfully, I believe this is either the first full year or the second full year that the lake is going to be up to full pool for the season, and everybody around here is happy about that. Right now it's pretty low. As you can see right here from this bank, we going up in the summertime. You get June, this water will be coming all the way up here. Isn't that neat the way those tree roots are? Okay. Looks interesting. I know it's right here though. Let me get up on the... Oh! Get up through here. Now this land is this land I'm on right now is owned by Tennessee Valley Authority. There is another way to get into this monument. There's another road back in here to my left. It's a dead-end road, plenty of room to park, and you can walk in here to the monument, but it's about a 3 or 4 times as long walk. So you can see it's a point of reference right across the lake. A few houses over our apartments. I tell you, about an hour ago, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make this video. Rain just started pouring. And I thought, what the heck? But then miraculously it started to clear. Okay. Here I am out wandering in the woods now. What was it? Thoreau, the writer, poet. He was a naturalist, talked about the woods a lot. Wandering in the woods. Yeah, that's what I am right now. Okay, so as I attempt to find this once more, let's talk a little bit more about William Bean. William Bean was a friend of Daniel Boone. He traveled with Boone a lot on his adventures. And the story is that Bean and Boone both came through here in 1762. And they built a small hunting cabin or shack right here, and they would come back seasonally to the cabin on their travels. But finally in 1769, Bean decided to bring his wife Lydia along with, I think they had 7 children at that time, to live here permanently. Once here, their youngest child, named Russell, was born here. Now, according to legend, tell, Russell was the first white child born to permanent settlers in what is now Tennessee. Historians will debate that. There's some strong evidence that that there may have been settlers earlier than that, permanent settlers. If we study Fort Loudon, Fort Loudon was potentially 10 years earlier than Bean's settlement here. But Bean was an influential man in this area. He was one of the commissioners of the Watauga Association. He was a captain of the Revolutionary War. And about 1776, from all accounts, I think he got a little bit tired of the new neighbors, people moving in, getting overcrowded here. I guess someone maybe got within a mile of him, and he decided he'd had enough here, so he moved on westward into Hawkins County and founded what they call Bean Station. We are here. We are here. Here is the cabin site. Get a little closer. Site of cabin erected by in 1769 by William Bean. Russell Bean, first white child born on Tennessee soil, born here. Marked by John Sevier Chapter, Daughters of American Revolution, 1924. Monument was moved 1952 by the Tennessee Valley Authority 90 feet northwest of original cabin site, Washington County, Tennessee. Well, so on the plaque it says Russell Bean was the first white child born here. Some of you deeply into history also will say that the Daughters of the American Revolution, their recollection of history is not always 100% accurate. So if we go 90 feet to the southwest, I'm going to say that, was it southwest or southeast? Let me look again. Northwest. So they're going northwest. So if I had to have a conjecture, I would say right down there somewhere on those big rocks, right before you get to the water line, that is where Boone's cabin site was. Little island right here. So this is the Boone cabin site. I have looked this up, this monument, and actually this monument is not on TVA property, but it was, I believe it has been deeded to the DAR. But it's just a very small area. Nothing interesting on the back side. But needless to say, I was very happy and felt very accomplished the first day I when I finally found this cabin site. A lot of people don't. A lot of people, even the local historians, do not know this even exists. Okay, folks, that's our study of William Bean and the William Bean marker. Thank you for joining me today, folks. I humbly ask that you like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's very important that that I get some more subscribers. I want to build a lot of interest in my channel, and it's really will be really important to me if you were to subscribe to the subscription. It's very easy to set one up in just a matter of a minute or two. Sign in for your YouTube account. Probably just give them your email address and a couple little things, and then you can just go right to my videos and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate that a great deal. I'm going to wrap it up here today and see you on down the road.